Everybody, it's me, Shweebe. As you can clearly tell from the sound of my voice, I'm still very much sick. Whatever this is has absolutely just destroyed me, and I think it actually evolved into something else. If I'm not much better, I think in the span of 2 more days, I'm gonna go hit up my doc, because, it's not fun. So, obviously, being this way, I'm not able to really produce any more gaming videos for a little bit. So I figure why not just share some of my very many interests that I have. And the first one I want to share with you is my plants. Most of you know when I have my gaming videos, I have a bunch of plants that sit behind me. This started off with when we first moved in. There was an apartment across the way that I guess people had moved out. They left some things behind, and some of it was a few plants. There's only one of those plants that are still with me, and it's a ZZ plant, which I'll show you in a bit. But I'm just gonna show off, and you're gonna see all the cute babies. Yeah. So most of these plants I have acquired over at Wegmans, and I think there was a couple that I acquired from some farms that are local here up in New York. Don't ask me for the names of any of these. I am a plant mama, but as far as names are, no freaking clue. This gorgeous specimen here was actually maybe only this tall when I first got her, and she's just blossomed gloriously. Kind of similar with this thing. It was much smaller and it's foofed out very nicely. I actually didn't even think it was gonna fully survive. This is technically like a hybrid pothos. For whatever reason, I have an amazing green thumb when it comes to pothos. I think I have 4 other pothos I'm going to show you. Again, no idea what this is, but this one has also blossomed nicely. I've had this one now, I think, for a year. This one, I think, originally was down to right around here. And look, this is a brand new leaf because of how vibrant the colors are. And this one, whatever it is, it's fairly easy to take care of. These are my 3 big pothos plants. She is the biggest one right here, where most of her leaves kind of crawl along the dragon driftwood piece that I have, which that's the whole thing there. Some of you have seen this before. This is actually a bit of her that I had to separate, and it kind of grew into its own thing, and I think this right here is its own branch right there, and it's actually forming another one. Oops, hang on. Here, hold that for me. Thank you. This is a completely different pothos breed. It's got little speckles on the leaves and whatever, and this one's gotten pretty long. I really love pothos. If ever I get the ability to maybe hang them up on the wall or something, or get hooks that won't ruin the walls necessarily, and just have them spread out, I would love that. Now y'all are gonna be in for a real treat, because this is where some of my biggerest plants come into play. The first one being my monstera. Oh my god, I wasn't joking about the monstera. This thing is huge. Look at how big these leaves are compared to my hand. And this one, I think, since I got it maybe 5 months ago, give or take, she's blossomed, I think, at least 13 new leaves since then. I've got an ivy plant that's I've allowed it to just kind of crawl over the monstera a bit. I remove it when I need to go watering it. Here's another pothos I have right here. I think it's called a heart-shaped pothos or something, but she's got a lot of long vines that go that way, and I have it kind of wrap around over there. Let's see, actually, look, you got your baby right here. Oh my god, coochie coo. At some point I will need to get her into a bigger pot, because she's actually got some roots sticking out. I am gonna wait until I do a little bit more research on that, because monsters, they like to have their roots and everything nice and tight, and I don't currently have a big enough pot that would suffice. Actually, this is one of her other babies that's about to unfurl. It looks very nice. Oh, and this is the plant. This right here is called a ZZ plant. This is what I rescued, one of 3 plants that I had rescued from the other apartment. And since rescuing it, it has shot up, I think, 4 shoots all by itself, and they have nicely darkened and adjusted and become nice and mature. One of the other plants was a snake plant, which, forget about it. I'm not good at snake plants no matter how hard I try. I've tried succulents, the closest I can get to a succulent. is a cactus. This thing has somehow survived under my attentive care, and we're just gonna leave it at that. Oh yeah, this is another pothos. This is a neon green pothos. This one is pretty new, and I just can't wait till it starts making its own chain. I actually do have one more pothos, and it's this one right here. Look at the pretty like speckles and stuff on it. It's got like little bits of white and stuff to it. This one has started within like the last like 2 months, started making its own branches, so we'll see where that goes. This is a croton plant, which is so fickle. This thing, when I first got it, actually immediately started losing leaves, and I couldn't figure out why. It was just the water to light ratio I had to adjust. This is a, if I recall, I think it's called a philodendron. This one has been a royal pain in the butt. It really has. Some of it was too much sunlight in some spots. That's what these are. And then it had a watering crisis that we had to fix. But beyond that, it's made like a nice bounce back. We're still adjusting some things because like these are its older leaves. These are its brand new leaves. And it's doing pretty well. This is another form of philodendron. And this poor baby, I'm about ready to give up on. I have tried everything with this one, and it's never happy. I don't know. And then these, I don't remember what the heck these are. These had flowers at one point, and then now they just kind of continue to like flow out of the pot. I don't know. And then this one, if you've noticed, pretty much every plant I have has no flowers. It's because most of the flowery stuff I keep outside because they just, I don't know, they don't survive in here. But my anthurium, which I showed off not too long ago, I have to readjust your pot. Look, it made a flower. And look, it's got a second baby flower. Oh my god, it's just so tiny and adorable. And the anthurium's really nice because it's one of those like hypoallergenic flowers or whatever, so like if you're concerned with pollen, it's one of those that doesn't have a whole lot, so I would recommend them, and they're pretty. Yeah, but that's all the plants I have, minus some flowers that I got permission to put outside the apartment and whatever. And yeah, this is one of my favorite just like me hobbies that just kind of keeps me going. It's fun to watch them progress and get all nice and big and pretty. So yeah, if you have a similar like planting hobby or whatever, I would love to hear what it is. What is your favorite plant? And are you actually good at doing the flower things? Because I'm not. Even with the ones that I've kind of put outside, it's kind of like I have to leave them to nature as it is intended, because anytime I try and touch them outside of just flinging the seed and covering them and watering them, they tend to have a hard time for whatever reason. But if it's anything that's just a solid green thing, I'm fine. Thank you all for watching and listening to me ramble on about one of my favorite hobby things and sharing one of my genuine interests. And trying not to die while I make these videos. And yeah, I'm doing the best I can to get better, and as soon as I am much better, we're gonna get right back to gaming videos and stuff. So there might be some more of these for a little bit, but yeah. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.